Hey there, freaks and geeks! Welcome to another episode of Geek Out for a Minute. We are coming at you here from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your host, Rocky Did I Am Rees, and today we're going to go over The Suicide Squad. Let's cue that music. This movie will be coming out actually on both theaters and HBO Max on August 6th, 2021. So that's not exactly around the corner, but it's not that far from now. I mean, we're talking about, well, we're almost coming up on April, May, June, July, August. So we're looking at about 5 months. So we got plenty of time to plan out for it. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this. This is James Gunn, who is the director, and he actually wrote this when he got kicked off of Disney. So, I mean, it was short-lived. They brought him back, but, they had kicked him off, and Warner Brothers, snatched him up. And I got to say, it's a smart move. It's a smart move because, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 was actually some of the biggest surprises that I've seen. And I totally forgot that James Gunn did Slither, which is like an older movie. But I'm really surprised that he did it. I'm like, oh, no, I mean, I just found out going through his IMDb. But let's talk about the cast here, okay? So the cast, we got Margot Robbie coming back as Harley Quinn, which, you know what? I have my reservations now because after seeing, her in Birds of Prey, the Immaculate Emancipation of the one called Harley Quinn. Silly title. It was just so horrible. Such a horrible movie that I just can't see myself getting into. Or so it kind of soiled the character for me. Not the character of Harley Quinn, but just her as a character. As that character, should I say, because she is a very talented actress. And she does have her own production company right now, which was in charge of Birds of Prey, and then they hired a director who's completely inexperienced. So if you actually look at the fight scenes and everything, they're just way off. And I would have surrounded myself with a team that just would have made a success. I know it's hard to say because nobody aims to make a horrible movie, but that's what I would do. I mean, obviously, if you're starting out, right? Like, let's say I make a film, right? I have very little experience in this. So, but if I make it and it comes out trash, you would expect that. You're like, oh, he's not experienced. And chances are, I'm not surrounded by these talented people. But when you're in Hollywood, you have access to these talent. So when you have somebody like the director of Birds of Prey, which again, I was like, why would you get this woman? And not because anything against her being a woman, just mainly because of her inexperience, and look, for them, Birds of Prey didn't cost that much money, but it was her production company. It was Margot Robbie's production company. So basically she was in charge. And I felt like she blew it. She totally blew it. However, let's move back along. Well, but Margot Robbie, she's a talented actress. I'm not going to get out of that. I mean, I'm just saying maybe she shouldn't be in charge of such a big project, or even though, like I said, it didn't cost that much, but it's considered one of their biggest failures. Then you got Joe Kinnaman coming back as Rick Flag, who I really like. It says that they have in the cast section Taika Waititi. So if you don't know who that is, that's a director who did what's it called, Thor Ragnarok. That's one he did, and obviously highly successful movie. He's also, very good at, making characters. If you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, that is such a good movie. It really showed me what he can do and how he can capture you. So I was really kind of stoked on that. Then, of course, you got Sylvester Stallone, who's making the voice of King Shark. So I can't wait to hear that. You got David Dastmalchian, who's playing Polka-Dot Man. If you don't remember, he was a crazy guy in The Dark Knight. I know there's a lot of crazy guys, but he had the badge that said Dawes, like Rachel Dawes. Then you have Idris Elba playing Bloodsport. You have Michael Rooker playing Savant. Alice Braga playing SolSoria. SolSoria? Okay, so maybe it's SolSoria, like that's a last name. But yeah, Alice Braga. If you don't know her, she's from Queen of the South. You know, she's the main actress. She's really good. Michaela Hoover as Camilla. I don't know who that is. Viola Davis coming back as Amanda Waller. Nathan Fillion playing as T.D.K. Courtney coming back as Captain Boomerang. I really liked him in the first Suicide Squad. Pete Davidson as a Blackguard. You know, until I saw his movie called King of Staten Island. King of Staten Island. I thought it was pretty good, and I think like he wrote it. But I thought it was pretty good, and he did decent acting chops on that. I feel like he's going to be one person who's going to keep getting better and better and better. But yeah, let's see. Sean Gunn playing Weasel. John Cena playing Peacemaker. Mayling Ng playing Mongal. Peter Capaldi playing the Thinker. Jennifer Holland playing Amelia Harcourt. Steve Agee playing King Shark. Or John Economos, which I think he's gonna be like in that tracksuit is what it's going to be, and then of course Sylvester Stallone will be voicing the character. Excuse me. Then we got Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher 2, Flula Borg as Javelin, and then Storm Reed as Tyler. Again, you got a massive cast, and you got like an array of really good actors, which, you know, James Gunn really kind of goes for that. And he goes like, but some of these obscure actors that are really good, you like seeing them in other stuff, you know, like Michael Rooker, who, you know, was, you know, in the Walking Dead. He was also in, you know, no, he was in both Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Yondu, that's the character he played. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously, Idris Elba, massively talented. You know, Sylvester Stallone. I mean, I really saw how Sylvester Stallone has increased his acting chops since he did stuff like Copland. I believe it was called Copland. And then after that, after seeing him in the new Creed movie, like, I was blown away. I mean, obviously, he was nominated for a Best Supporting Actor, right? And so obviously, you know, he's better. John Cena's like really, really been funny to me. He's building up his chops. So, yeah. So again, this is coming out August 6th this year to get in 5 months. So Warner Brothers right now, keep in mind, they're releasing a lot of their, I think it's only this year. And then next year, which is 2022, they're just going to go right back to just putting everything out in theaters. And I think they'll have like a 3-month window, I think. Where they can put it onto their HBO Max, so theaters will have that opportunity to make that money. All right, guys, so I had to pause that recording just a little bit. Sorry about that. I actually put my headphones away because I haven't used them in a bit, but I realized I wanted to make some more of these videos. And as you guys can see, I'm wearing my glasses today. Normally I have contacts on, but, you know, my eyes are really hurting, so that's when, you know, I got to take them out, clean them out, and all that good stuff, put some drops in, and then let my eyes kind of gather themselves. So I do apologize for that glare. Let's set this up, go into it, and here we go. Oh, by the way, this is a Red Band trailer. This is
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
This coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
Team 2 is clear to go.
Fire. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What?
We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
pretty cool.
Harley Quinn.
Bloodsport.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. Times are hard. You fail to follow my orders in any way, I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
Nom nom.
Any
Whoa.
questions?
Okay, well, damn.
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
we're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's the deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
So what's with her and her staff? Meaning Harley.
that's kinda
Damn.
rough.
Don't you worry, eh? I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Oh my God! We've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
Uh-huh.
I love the rain. It's like angels are smooching all over us.
Man. All right. All right. So, again, James Gunn is kind of picking out some of the most obscure, characters in DC. Which that, obviously, that star thing you saw, that's from, like, I think it's like the first, Justice League comic. Let's see. Justice League. I think it was just Justice League of America #1. All right, let's see. All righty. Okay, here we go. So here would be, and I'm going to show this to you guys. Bear with me here. That would be this star thing that they fought. Is this #1? I believe it is. No, number 28. Number 28. So I kind of got that one wrong, but yeah. So that's what this character is. And as you can see, he also picked out some of the silliest characters too. Like Weasel and Polka-Dot Man, and but I guess it kind of makes sense that these are the kind of guys that would get like caught. You know what I mean? So they're like, yeah, you're caught. You got some kind of talent. We're gonna use that. King Shark looks great. I really like the way they did him in the Flash TV series, but I like the way he looks here. I think it's a better addition than Killer Croc, which is what they did in the first Suicide Squad. But it also leaves the question: is that what happened to those other characters, right? So like, why don't we have Deadshot, which was Will Smith's character? What happened to him? Or like what happened to Killer Croc, or and again all those other characters? How are they going to explain that in this movie? I don't know. And then of course they had that girl with the blade. I forget her name. I think she's not Lady Shiva. She's something else, man. But yeah, I mean, I just think her character's kind of boring. And who else did they have in there? So they had Deadshot. Deadshot was like the main one. So it was Harley. Yeah, Jai Courtney. And, well, Diablo died, And then the witch girl, I guess she died, So, yeah, I'm glad that they're changing it up. But James Gunn has a certain style. And you can totally see his style in here. So when you see it from, like, from Guardians of the Galaxy, you're seeing the classic rock music that you would play like 60s, 70s style. And also you're hearing that music in the background. You're also seeing these characters being weird. John Cena talking about dicks. And, so, man, I mean, I should have warned you guys in the beginning. So sorry about that. I'm going to put a disclaimer on there. So, but other than that, guys, this looks amazing. I'm actually very curious to see him take his take on the Suicide Squad. Because for me, when I read the comics on the New 52 for Suicide Squad, I really, really liked it. I liked it a lot. It just showed this crazy dynamic of constant new characters. Because they're interchanging. Like, people are dying left and right. So, like, in the comics, like, Diablo dies, too, in the comic. And then you see them bring in another character. And then there's another character that somebody doesn't get along with. So you would have, like, Captain Boomerang and, Deadshot constantly fighting, constantly arguing. And then as it goes along, next thing you know, they have Deathstroke and Deadshot. And then you have Harley Quinn, and then they have the Joker's daughter, which is a dumb character, but whatever. It did create, like, some kind of dynamic of them, like, arguing with each other. And that was the whole thing, is that they didn't really have a cohesive team, so I'm curious to see what's going on here. Other than that, guys, look, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you guys excited about this? I am. I can't wait to see this. And also, Red Band, so is this going to be rated R? I certainly hope so. I mean, not that all rated R, but that it makes anything better, but it does give you that shock factor, Like when you see King Shark just eating Homeboy. Like, holy crap. Anyways, guys, I really liked it. Let me know in your comments below. And let me know your thoughts on this. And other than that, guys, look, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure you click on that bell so you get notified every time we put something up. Also, don't forget to share, discuss, subscribe, and spread the word. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.